what people think I say, and it's not what I said, and thank you for bringing that up, right? They think I say, he's got to be the man, you got to be the girl. He's got to be tough, and you got to be passive, and
Right.
he's got to lead, and you just shut up and like just make some babies and cook. That's not what I'm saying,
Right.
right? Like I come from a background of dancing, as we talked about. Look behind me. This is my wife and I ballroom dancing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Now that is a relationship, right?
Oh,
And what happened is
yeah.
what I lead and she follows. Now,
True.
it's not black and white, by the way. Because get this, get this. Again, this is relationships. This is a beautiful model. This is
Ooh, I
why.
love this.
So, as a leader, right, I also have to lead with sensitivities. Because as a leader, I could tell you, I could hurt her, I could crank her, I could like crank her shoulder, I could like over lead, right?
Right.
This is what masculinity tends to be, right? Men in the world, when they're big and controlling, they go too far, and you're uncomfortable, and then you can trust them, right? So, as a male, as a normal male, my job is to lead the dance with sensitivities. I have to be very aware of her, how I pull with her hands, how she's responding.
Yeah.
I'm very aware of that. So as I direct, I'm also rearranging and redirecting and adjusting to her comfort. So
That's so
I'm
true.
a man who leads with sensitivities. That makes a good balance of masculine and feminine. Get this. On the other side, women think follower, right? It's just passive. It's just you think she's passive in
Mm-mm.
my
She can't
arm?
be passive.
She has to hold her frame. She's doing everything
Yes.
backwards in high heels in a dress. It's not easy. It's not
Yeah.
easier, right? But what happened is what is because she trusts me that she's not going to get hurt, right? She could literally let go of control, which is
It's true.
masculine. When she lets go of control, she's vulnerable to my leadership. But because we have a history of I'm sensitive to her needs and I know how to drive her and lead her gently, right, effectively, but in a way that she could relax and trust me that she's not going to get hurt or spin into a table and a couple of right. There's a letting go of control. The moment she lets go of control, she's completely free. And what happened is I'm leading, she's receiving, responding. We're like intertwined completely together. We
Yeah.
communicate with fingertips. We communicate with fingertips without words. And guess what happened? I'm proud to lead because I'm going to take her on an adventure on the dance floor. She lets go, trusts me, and what happened is she radiates, and
Yes.
no one's looking at me, and
It's
that's not
true.
why I'm trying. Right? I'm just doing the work for her to radiate, and like so, the yin yang of it is beautiful. This is what I'm saying. So when I talk
Wow.
about masculine and feminine roles, we both have masculine and feminine within us. We have to adjust within us. If I have to be more masculine to do this than feminine, she has to be more feminine to receive me,
Yeah.
right? But she still has a masculine paradigm to hold her space, to hold right, to make
Right.
things work.
She's strong.
So
She's strong.
it's a balance of both. But do I lead more? Yes.
Yeah.
Does she support more? Yes. Again, relationships. So by the way, 30 years with my wife, it's not me leading and her following. We have all these things we negotiated in between,
Correct.
right? It's not as rigid as a dance, right? Like ballroom dancing, it's like there's stuff that I do. That I do all the masculine stuff in the cars, in the house, and the repair, and the fixing and stuff. But there's whole stuff that I love cooking, right? It's considered so I'll cook, right? She didn't like
Hmm.
cooking, right? Like so, like there's things that we negotiated within that are all masculine and feminine because we both have both. So how do we work this together, right? I don't really want to take that on. Do you want to take it on? I don't. Oh, sure, I'm good at that. So this really makes me crazy. You want to, right? I don't want to take care of that, Yeah. And we kind of have this system of we know we know our places for the
Right.
things that we want to bring forth, and we negotiated them.
You
So
communicate.
there's still a masculine and feminine dance with all the flex in between.
Yeah. God, that's a perfect example. That is a perfect example. And I'll tell you, as someone who's a dancer, I'm not a dancer like you, not professional. I love
Yeah.
to dance. And I used to do a lot of two-step and waltz.
Yep.
And there's such a difference in a I don't probably won't say this right, but a
A
strong
leader,
man, a strong lead
a
as
lead.
opposed to
Yep.
a weaker lead.
Yep.
And as soon as I would there's a couple of guys I would dance with. There's one guy in particular, and man, he said, my job is to make you look amazing. And if there's a mistake on the floor, it's my fault,
My
not
fault.
yours.
Yep. It's always the
And
man's fault.
so I actually did relax with him. It took a little time for him to work with me, but that's exactly, I felt relaxed with him, and he did. He made me look like I was this amazing dancer. I go dance with some of these other guys that are stumbling, And next thing you know, and they're like, Lisa, you need to let me lead. Well,
Yep.
but you're not.
Yep.
But you're not.
Right. No, and it's interesting because even in the dance, you know this, right? Like this is in all relationship, the same thing in the dance. If I'm dancing with my wife and I have to plan ahead, right? I have a plan to get us around to and whatever variation I want to pull because she has no idea. She's just responding to me, which is beautiful. And I still make her squeal, by the way. So that means I can still surprise her. And she's
Yes.
she's that present, that in the moment, that free. Like it's unbelievable, right? I live for that stuff. I live for that stuff to make her squeal. But if sometimes it happens, like for a second, I'm like, wait, what am I doing next? Like a fraction of a second, guess what happened? She goes stiff.
Yes.
Instantly. Stiff.
Yes.
This is what happens in relationships.
Oh my
Man,
God.
if you don't pick your shit up, she's gonna stiffen up and take it. And by the way, if you're gonna consider in relationship in dancing, the moment she stiffens up and now responding to me, she'll try to help.
Yep.
And this is when I get the elbow to the nose or the knee to the groin.
Yep.
This is what doesn't work. So unless I'm, like you said, right? If there's a problem, it's my problem because I'm the lead. So if there's a mistake, it's because of me because she's responding to me, right? So responsibilities in that. But I'm telling you, in relationship, same thing. If the guy's soft, the woman will stiffen up and she'll take it.
Yep.
Instantly take it. And then sometimes she'll take it and won't let go of it. And now we lost our groove. We lost our groove. And sometimes it unravels into horrible circumstances just because we don't know. Like you don't understand this dynamic, this energy. It's energy. Masculine and feminine is not a gender thing, it's an energy thing.